respected the judges. Our good name is elevated, and today we'll be doing a skit on crossing the Red Sea. After God performed many miracles, Pharaoh finally released the Israelites from Egypt. Moses led the people out into the wilderness, but then Pharaoh changed his mind and came after the Israelites with his army. Pharaoh gathered all the chariots in Egypt to chase after the Israelites and bring them back as slaves again. Even Pharaoh mounted his chariot and set out for the Israelite camp. From far away, the Israelites could see Pharaoh and his army coming for them. They were struck with fear and cried out to the Lord. They turned to Moses and said, "Have you brought us here to die in the wilderness? What have you done to us? It would have been better for us to stay as slaves in Egypt than die out here alone." Moses said to the people, "Do not be afraid. Stand firm and see what the Lord will accomplish for you today. He will fight for you, just keep still." Then the Lord said to Moses,
"Why do you cry out to me? Lift up your staff and raise it above the waters, part the sea."
Then an angel of God went before the Israelites to lead them. A cloud formed between the Egyptians and the Israelites. Moses stretched out his hand, and a strong wind created a path of dry land through the sea with walls of water on both sides. Then the Israelites traveled through the sea safely to the other side. The Egyptians followed them through the parted waters, but the wheel of their chariots became clogged in the mud. Moses stretched out his hands again so that the water would crash over the Egyptians. The Israelites saw the great work of the Lord and how he saved them from the Egyptians. They saw it and believed in the Lord and in his servant Moses. The moral of the story is trust the Lord your God. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Respected judges. Today, my team is Skit, and today we'll be playing the skit on how Jesus feeds 5,000 men.
The main characters in our skit are Widow playing Jesus, Lyrical playing Philip, Alam playing Andrew, and Beatrice playing the young girl. Jesus told disciples had just returned from a missionary journey he had sent them on. After he told him all they had done and taught, he took them with him on a boat on the Sea of Galilee to a remote place for rest and prayer. Great crowds of people in the area heard that Jesus was near. They ran to see him, bringing their sick friends and relatives. Jesus saw all the men, women, and children and had compassion on them. He taught them about the kingdom of God and healed those who were sick. about 5,000 men, not counting women and children, Jesus asked his disciple Philip, "Where shall we buy bread for all these people to eat?" Jesus knew what he was going to do, but he asked Philip to test him. Philip replied that even 8 months' wages would not be enough to give each person one bite of bread. Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, had more faith in Jesus. He brought forward a young boy who had 5 small loaves of barley bread and 2 small fish. Even so, Andrew wondered how that could help. Jesus took the 5 loaves, looked up to heaven, gave thanks to God his Father, and passed them to his disciples to be distributed. He did the same with the 2 fish. Everyone, men, women, and children, ate as much as they wanted. Jesus miraculously multiplied the loaves and fishes, so there was more than enough. Then he told his disciples to gather the leftovers, so nothing was wasted. They collected enough to fill 12 baskets. The crowd was so overwhelmed by this miracle that they understood Jesus was the prophet who had been promised. Knowing they would want to force him to become their king, Jesus fled for them. Thus, this parable teaches us that no miracle is too small for